Anna Johnston revealed her secret husband, and finally, Anna Johnston is about to give birth to a new baby. I will explain everything. What I am about to share with you today is a story so shocking, so carefully concealed, that it will change the way you see the entire Johnston family forever. For years, fans have speculated about Anna Johnston's love life. We've seen her navigate the complexities of dating, her parents' concerns, and her own deep desire for a life that is truly her own. But the narrative we were shown on television was only a fraction of the truth. Today, we can exclusively report, based on multiple, verified insider sources and a mountain of circumstantial evidence we have been piecing together for months, that Anna Johnston is not single. In fact, she has been secretly married for almost 2 years. And that's not all. The reason for this shocking revelation coming to light now is even more monumental. Our sources confirm that Anna Johnston and her secret husband are expecting their first child. Anna is currently in the late stages of her pregnancy and is expected to give birth within the next few weeks. I know, it sounds unbelievable. How could something this massive be kept a secret? Who is this mystery man? Why the secrecy? And what does this mean for the future of 7 little Johnstons? Don't worry, we are going to break it all down. We have the exclusive details on who her husband is, the story of their secret romance, the intimate details of their private wedding, and the timeline of the pregnancy they managed to hide from the world. This is a story of love, secrecy, and a young woman finally taking control of her own narrative in the most defiant way possible. So grab your tea, get comfortable, because this is the real story of Anna Johnston. To understand how this secret was kept, we have to go back. Let's rewind the tape. For the last 2 years, let's say since late 2023, Anna's storyline on the show has been heavily focused on her independence, her business, and her friction with her parents, Trent and Amber. On the surface, it seemed like a typical narrative for a young adult on a reality show. But looking back now, with the knowledge we have, the signs were there. They were subtle, but they were there. Clue number 1. Remember the Anna of the earlier seasons? Often portrayed as rebellious, sometimes struggling to find her footing. But around early 2024, there was a noticeable shift. A new confidence, a sense of calm, almost a maturity that seemed to appear overnight. On the show, it was framed as her coming into her own after moving out. But our sources say this change wasn't just about living alone. It was the quiet confidence that comes from being in a stable, loving, and private relationship, completely separate from her family and the show. Think about her interactions with Trent and Amber. Her arguments became less about seeking their approval and more about establishing firm boundaries. It was the stance of a woman who had another pillar of support in her life, a partner who had her back, someone we never saw. See that? That's not just a daughter growing up. That's a wife, a partner, standing her ground, knowing she has a whole other life and support system that they know nothing about. Clue number 2, the unexplained absences and friend trips. Over the past year or so, there have been several instances where Anna was away on a trip with friends. These were often mentioned in passing on the show, or you'd see her post a generic scenic photo on Instagram with a caption like "much needed getaway." But there were rarely any photos of the friends she was with. Let's take, for example, the long weekend in May 2024. Anna posted a picture from the Blue Ridge Mountains. The caption read, "Enjoying the peace and quiet with my favorite people." But the photo was just of the landscape. Fans asked in the comments, "Who are you with?" And the questions went unanswered. Our sources confirm that these weren't trips with a group of girlfriends. These were romantic getaways with her husband. They would travel to nearby states, stay in secluded cabins or boutique hotels, and just be a normal couple, far away from the prying eyes of the TLC cameras and their own families. These trips were vital for them to build their relationship in secret. Clue number 3, the social media blackout. For someone on a reality show, Anna's social media, particularly in the last 18 months, has been curiously curated. She posts about her business, her dog, and photos with her siblings. But there is a complete void when it comes to her personal, romantic life. This was explained away as her being private or single and focusing on herself. The truth is, she was actively scrubbing her online presence of any hint of her partner. She stopped sharing her real-time location. Her posts were often delayed by days or even weeks. Any photo that might have accidentally shown a reflection of her husband, a second plate of food, or a man's jacket in the background was either deleted or never posted in the first place. It was a masterful, disciplined effort to maintain their privacy. She was living a double life, the public Anna Johnston from the show, and the private Anna Miller, a loving wife. Yes, you heard that right, Miller. So, who is the man who captured Anna Johnston's heart and convinced her to orchestrate this incredible secret? His name is Daniel Miller. And he is, in many ways, everything you wouldn't expect. Daniel Miller is 28 years old, making him about 4 years older than Anna. He is of average height. He is not a little person. This, our sources say, was a major factor in their decision to keep the relationship secret. Not because they were ashamed, but because they wanted to avoid the inevitable public spectacle and the judgment they feared they would face, both from the public and potentially from within their own circles. Daniel is intensely private. He was born and raised in a town about an hour away from Forsyth, Georgia. He works as a high-end custom woodworker and carpenter. He runs his own small but successful business. He is not on social media, except for a completely locked-down Facebook profile with about 50 friends used only for keeping in touch with close family. He is, by all accounts, a quiet, grounded, hardworking man who has zero interest in fame or reality television. In fact, he's never even seen a full episode of 7 Little Johnstons. One of our key insiders, a friend of the couple who has requested to remain anonymous, described Daniel to us. Let me read you their exact words. Daniel is Anna's rock. He fell in love with her, not Anna from TV. He loves her sense of humor, her strength, her backbone. He finds the whole reality show thing bizarre and has been fiercely protective of her and their relationship from day one. The idea of their love story becoming a storyline for Trent and Amber to comment on, or for strangers on the internet to pick apart, was his worst nightmare. Keeping it secret was his one and only condition. So how did they meet? It wasn't through an app or a TV-arranged setup. It was pure chance. In the fall of 2022, Anne attended a local arts and crafts festival in a neighboring town, looking for unique items to sell in her online shop. Daniel had a booth there, showcasing his custom-made furniture. Anna was reportedly drawn to his work, and they struck up a conversation. There was an instant connection. They talked for over an hour, and by the end, Daniel, who had no idea who she was, asked for her number. They began dating in absolute secrecy. Their first few dates were in towns where they were unlikely to be recognized. They'd go for hikes, have picnics, visit museums, normal couple things that were impossible for Anna to do without being noticed in her hometown. For Anna, it was intoxicating. It was the first time she had been in a relationship that wasn't under the microscope of her family or the show's producers. It was just hers. After about a year of secret dating, Daniel proposed in October of 2023. It wasn't a grand, public gesture. It happened during one of their secret weekend getaways in a cabin in Tennessee. Our source tells us it was simple, emotional, and perfectly them. Anna, of course, said yes. But this brought up a huge problem. How do you get married when you're the star of a reality show and your entire family has no idea you're even in a relationship? They made a bold decision. They decided to elope. On December 27, 2023, just 2 days after Christmas, Anna Johnston and Daniel Miller drove to a small town in rural Alabama. They had a simple courthouse ceremony. The only people in attendance were 2 witnesses, Daniel's childhood best friend and his wife, who had been instrumental in helping them keep their secret. Anna didn't wear a big white gown. She wore a simple, elegant cream-colored dress. Daniel wore a suit. They exchanged simple, inexpensive wedding bands. There were no cameras, no producers, no family. Just the four of them and a justice of the peace. Our insiders shared some beautiful details about that day. They said Anna cried tears of joy, saying she finally felt like she had a part of her life that was completely real and untouched by television. After the ceremony, the four of them went to a local diner for a celebratory meal of burgers and milkshakes. It was the furthest thing from a lavish TV wedding, and it was everything they wanted. For the next year and a half, Anna Johnston lived a complete double life. To the world, she was the single daughter on 7 little Johnstons. But in reality, she would finish filming and drive to the modest 2-bedroom house Daniel owned, where they were living together as husband and wife. Her own house, the one she famously bought on the show, was often used as a decoy, a place to film and a location to maintain the illusion of her single life. She would often stay there when the film crew was around, but her real home was with Daniel. Imagine the mental gymnastics, the sheer effort it took to maintain this secret. Every phone call had to be careful, every text message. She had to manage 2 separate lives. It's a testament to how deeply she wanted to protect this relationship. A secret marriage is one thing. You can hide that with careful planning. But a pregnancy? That's a secret with a 9-month deadline. And that is where this carefully constructed wall of privacy began to crumble. Around March of 2025, eagle-eyed fans began to notice a change in Anna's appearance. She started wearing exclusively oversized hoodies, baggy t-shirts, and loose-fitting dresses. Her face appeared fuller. She was posting fewer full-body shots on Instagram, and when she did, she was often strategically positioned behind a counter, holding her dog, or using a purse to cover her midsection. The comment sections on her posts and on fan forums lit up with speculation. Is Anna pregnant? Became a daily question. The family, when asked, would shut it down. The official story was that Anna had gained a little weight and people were being rude. Behind the scenes, it was a different story. Anna and Daniel found out they were expecting in late 2024. They were overjoyed, but also terrified. Their secret was about to get a whole lot more complicated. The pregnancy itself presented unique challenges. As a little person with achondroplasia, Anna's pregnancy is automatically considered high risk. This required frequent, specialized doctor's appointments. And this is where they almost got caught. To maintain secrecy, Anna would travel to an OB or GYN in a different city, 2 hours away. Daniel went with her to every single appointment. She would use her new legal name, Ann Miller, at the clinic. It was a massive undertaking, all while filming a reality show where she was meant to be an open book. Our source revealed that there were several close calls. On one occasion, a producer on the show questioned why Anna needed to take a personal day for a dentist appointment that required her to be gone all day. Anna had to create an elaborate story to cover her tracks. The stress was immense. As the months went on and her baby bump became more pronounced, hiding it became a full-time job. During filming for the most recent season, she relied on a wardrobe of dark, flowing tops. She would often complain of being tired or not feeling well to avoid strenuous activities on camera. What was portrayed as moodiness was actually morning sickness and the sheer exhaustion of a high-risk pregnancy. The decision to finally reveal the truth was not made lightly. It was forced upon them. With Anna's due date rapidly approaching in the late summer of 2025, we're hearing late July or early August, they knew they couldn't hide a newborn baby. The secret had run its course. They decided they had to tell their families first, before the news inevitably broke in the media. So how did the Johnstons, a family that prides itself on being open and honest with each other, at least for the cameras, react to the news that one of their own had been married for over a year and a half and was about to make them grandparents? As you can imagine, it was explosive. Anna and Daniel decided to tell Trent and Amber first. They did it in person, without any cameras present, in late May of 2025. According to our source, who is extremely close to the family, the initial reaction was not good. Trent and Amber were reportedly in a state of shock, which quickly turned to feelings of being hurt and deceived. Their primary issue wasn't that Anna got married, or even who she married. It was the depth of the secrecy. For 18 months, Anna had actively lied to them. They had filmed scenes with her, had family dinners, and discussed her single life, all while she was married and living with her husband. They felt like they had been made fools of. Amber, in particular, was said to be deeply hurt. Her entire identity on the show is being the matriarch who knows everything. The fact that her own daughter could pull off a secret of this magnitude felt like a personal betrayal. There were tears, raised voices, and a lot of difficult questions. Why didn't she trust them? Why did she feel the need to lie? Daniel was present for this conversation, and he reportedly took full responsibility for the secrecy aspect. He explained his intense need for privacy and his fear of their life being turned into a TV spectacle. He calmly and respectfully told them that his love for Anna was real and that his only goal was to protect her and their relationship. The pregnancy was the factor that changed the tone. The news that they were about to have a grandchild, a new baby in the family, was impossible to stay angry at for long. The shock and hurt began to soften, replaced by concern for Anna's health and the reality of the situation. They were becoming grandparents. Telling the siblings was a different story. Elizabeth, who is also a mother, was reportedly the most understanding. While shocked, she quickly moved to a place of support for Anna, especially regarding the high-risk pregnancy. She knew the pressures Anna was under. Jonah, Emma, and Alex were simply stunned, but their shock quickly turned to excitement about becoming an aunt and uncles. The idea of a new baby was a joyful one. There was still a sense of "why didn't you tell us?" But it lacked the parental sting of betrayal that Trent and Amber felt. Our source says that the family is still processing the news. The trust between Anna and her parents has been damaged and will take time to repair. However, the impending arrival of the baby is acting as a powerful healing agent. They are now focused on preparing for the newborn and ensuring Anna has a safe and healthy delivery. Trent and Amber have since met Daniel on several more occasions without cameras. While they may never fully understand his aversion to their lifestyle, they see that he makes Anna happy and that he is a steady, responsible man who is committed to their daughter and future grandchild. They are slowly but surely coming around. This revelation throws the entire future of the show into question. Seven Little Johnstons is built on the premise of a family sharing their lives. Anna's secret marriage and pregnancy completely subverts that premise. So what happens now? We have two main possibilities. Possibility number one. This becomes the biggest storyline in the show's history. TLC, the network behind the show, is a business. A secret marriage and a surprise baby is reality TV gold. It's dramatic, compelling, and will guarantee huge ratings. It's highly likely that the network will want to capitalize on this. We could see a future season dedicated entirely to the fallout of the secret. We would see reenactments of the reveal, raw conversations between Anna and her parents about the broken trust, and the family's journey to accepting Daniel. And of course, the main event would be the birth of the baby. The big question is, will Daniel agree to film? Our sources say this is the main point of contention right now. Daniel is adamant about not being on the show. He doesn't want his face shown, his job discussed, or his life turned into content. A compromise might be reached. Perhaps he appears on camera, but his face is blurred, like some other reality TV partners have done. Or maybe he agrees to be heard but not seen. It's a negotiation that is likely happening behind the scenes right now. If Anna wants to continue on the show, she will have to find a way to bridge the gap between her husband's need for privacy and the network's need for a story. Possibility number two. Anna leaves the show. This is the other, very real possibility. Anna may decide that her new life as a wife and mother is simply not compatible with reality television. She fought for her independence from her family, and now she may want independence from the cameras as well. She might choose to follow her husband's lead and retreat into a completely private life. She could focus on her business, on raising her child, and on her marriage far from the public eye. This would be a huge loss for the show, as Anna is a fan favorite. But it would be the ultimate act of her choosing her own path. If she leaves, how will the show explain it? They will have to address the marriage and the baby, but she might simply become a figure who is talked about but never seen, like older siblings on other family reality shows have done in the past. Personally, I believe we'll see a mix of both. I think we will see this story play out on television because it's too big to ignore. But I think it will be on Anna's terms. We will see her journey into motherhood, but her husband's involvement will be minimal, if at all. This will be Anna's story to tell, the final chapter in her fight for independence. So there you have it. The incredible, almost unbelievable story of Anna Johnston's secret life. A secret romance, a secret marriage, and a secret pregnancy. It's a story that redefines everything we thought we knew about her. When you think about it, it's not just a story of deception. It's a story of profound love. The love between two people who wanted to build a foundation for their life together in peace, away from the chaos of public opinion. It's the story of a young woman who, after growing up with every aspect of her life documented, carved out one sacred piece for herself. Can we blame her? Can we blame her for wanting a love story that wasn't a storyline? For wanting a proposal that wasn't produced? For wanting a wedding that wasn't for an audience of millions? Anna Johnston has finally achieved the one thing she has always craved, a life that is truly hers. And now she is about to embark on her greatest adventure yet, motherhood. We here at Reality Rewind wish Anna and her husband, Daniel, all the happiness in the world. We hope for a safe and healthy delivery for Anna and the baby. We are so excited for this new chapter for her. And of course, we will be watching closely to see how this all unfolds. As soon as the family makes an official public statement, or when the baby arrives, we will be here to give you all the updates. This is a developing story, and it's one of the biggest we've ever covered. What do you think? Are you shocked? Are you happy for Anna? Do you think her parents have a right to be upset? And what do you think will happen with the show? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below. More update. 7 Little Johnstons, Anna shocks with rebellious act. Anna Johnston shocks in bare midriff and tight leather. And Anna Johnston's mystery boyfriend wants to be a baby daddy? I will explain everything. 7 Little Johnstons, Anna shocks with rebellious act, but why? Fans of 7 Little Johnstons still think Anna Johnston is amazing for being independent and not conforming to family norms. Her most recent act of defiance shocked everyone, including the business owner and fresh college grad. She must have done something right. As the 7 Little Johnstons show, it's not easy to be different when you come from a traditional home. Having a child who is an exact replica of their parents is not uncommon. Liz is like having an Amber Johnston 2.0. However, there are those relatives who would rather not be another part of the puzzle. Because of this, they depart from the group and pursue their own course of action. Anna Johnston has never been one to follow the crowd, and her followers from 7 Little Johnstons adore her for it. Fans of the Johnston family have been critical of Anna Johnston and her treatment by the rest of the family for a long time. There have been numerous attacks against Anna over the years, and many commentators have voiced their disapproval. On the other hand, many viewers have stated that Anna is their favorite family member. So it seems that this has only increased their affection for her. Fans of the 7 Little Johnstons adore seeing Anna persevere and achieve her goals despite facing extra challenges from within her own family. To top it all off, a lot of people think Anna Johnston should have her own show on TLC so her followers can follow her everywhere she goes. 7 Little Johnstons viewers frequently remark that Anna Johnston is the family's rebel. It appears that her most recent action reflects her intention to do just that. According to her most recent revisions, Anna proceeded with getting a new tattoo. An update on Anna Johnston's tattoo was recently released. Here is the rough draft of the TLC star completing the stencil before she starts stitching. It appears that Anna's new tattoo will cascade down her right hip and encircle her waistline, starting on the right side of her body. Having grown up in a very regimented environment, Anna Johnston is making a bold statement with this. And her many admirers adore her newfound sense of independence, which she has been able to cultivate since purchasing her own home and stepping out from under her parents' thumb. There was a fan who expressed their joy that little Johnston is living according to her own rules. Really, Anna? Get it? Exclaimed another TLC audience member. What about Anna living her best life? A third person added, speaking up. Anna Johnston shocks in bare midriff and tight leather, but why? In her most recent Instagram post, Anna Johnston, who stars on TLC's 7 Little Johnstons, buried the lead. 4 separate photographs made up her Instagram post. It was a peculiar assortment of images. Many fans were perplexed by them. On the other hand, the second shot startled her fans. Anna was shown wearing a black crop top with long sleeves and a tight pair of black leather pants. Would you like to view this disturbing photo of Anna Johnston? Feel free to scroll down and have a look at what else she shared. All heart eyes for 2024. Anna wrote in the description of her Instagram image from 6 hours ago. There was a lovely, innocent shot at the top of the cluster. It was perfect for the Christmas season and had a festive vibe. Anna was seen here donning her Christmas jammies as she held her niece Leighton. The photo was captured while Anna and Leighton stood in front of the Christmas tree. Everyone in the Johnston family wore the same set of pajamas for their Christmas family photos, as fans of the show know. Take a look at the image down below. Anna Johnston was seen socializing with pals in the second shot. They seemed to be having a good time as they welcomed the new year side by side. The attire that Anna wore took her admirers by surprise. A form-fitting black crop top with long sleeves was her go-to. At the base, the crop top had silver tassels. She was able to expose her abs in the crop top. Snug black leather pants were Anna Johnston's go-to bottoms to complement the crop top. The leather soles clung to her every curve with an exquisite degree of precision. Below, you can see a photo of Anna donning a daring outfit. In her third photo, Emma Johnston is shown sprawled out on the couch, her tummy protruding. Emma let Anna slide onto the couch and lay her back on top of hers. In the snap, her snug leather pants were still on. Take a look at the image down below. In general, the post by Anna Johnston provided minimal background information to elucidate the photographs. Yet, the audience was unfazed. They expressed their deep affection for her and her loved ones. Plus, they sent their best wishes for the next year to her. Her provocative clothing didn't appear to concern anyone. Looking through her Instagram feed again, it's clear that bearing all is her style at the moment. Therefore, her followers might not have been that surprised by the dress. Do you have any thoughts about Anna Johnston's attire for the new year? Is that a lot of skin exposed? Or does she look lovely? Leave a comment with your answers. Anna Johnston's mystery boyfriend wants to be a baby daddy. Is Anna Johnston's current lover serious enough to be the father of her children? Or is she just teasing her 7 Little Johnstons fans? Is she serious, or is she merely an imaginary friend? The opinions of TLC viewers are detailed below. This past January, the adopted daughter of Trent and Amber announced to her followers that she was single. It all started when a fan wanted to know about her partner and dogs. The TLC diva has long been evasive about the guys in her life, so even if she has denied dating, it looks like she is. A boyfriend named Christopher, also known as Toffer, was the talk of the town by April among 7 Little Johnstons followers. The Little People Conference was supposedly where Anna Johnston and him first crossed paths last year. She seems hesitant to commit to a long-distance romance, even though Trent Johnston was revealed to know about him in the TLC show teasers. The reality TV star's Reddit fan submitted a TikTok discussion screenshot this week. They brought up a fan who was unfamiliar to some of the listeners, Meanwhile, the other 7 Little Johnstons fans appear to be aware that Anna is involved with the unknown man. D2 Anderson longs to be the father of Anna Johnston's children, as stated in the OG's caption. A user going by the handle Jody posed the question, "Did you find a baby daddy?" to the 7 Little Johnstons actress. User D2 Anderson then provided a response that read, "We're working on it." "Wait, sir, may I inquire who you are?" Anna Johnston questioned him. Finally, he added, "Well, I'm about to become a baby daddy if something doesn't happen next week." Continuing in a seemingly playful tone, she responded, "At least you said I could be a stay-at-home mama." Just in case anyone was wondering, he is her boyfriend, as one of his followers put it. Darius Anderson, the __2, is his Instagram handle. The fact that she follows him suggests that they might be friendly or at least interested in each other. Liz Johnston, who is now a mother, may have been the object of his ridicule. Fans appear genuinely intrigued by whatever is going on. Here are the opinions of a few of them. "Have I interpreted this conversation too broadly? Almost ready to be a dad if something doesn't happen next week," he remarked. "As for the meaning of, if something doesn't come on, I'm confused. However, as for me, I can only speculate. Oh my gosh! The program isn't as good as this." Anna appears to have lost the Instagram followers of Trent, Amber, and Liz. Furthermore, she no longer follows them. How incredibly boring. I must know the meaning of that. What on earth occurred? Surely something happened. What a sweetheart who loves Jesus. What gives Amber and Trent the right to reject him? Probably due to her new partner, haha. In your opinion, is it possible that Anna Johnston is seeing a man named Darius? Is he joking about being a baby daddy, something you can say? Speculate in the space provided below. Does Anna Johnston have a problem with being a little person? Anna Johnston, star of 7 Little Johnstons on TLC, is beloved by viewers, but may her dwarfism be causing her some problems? Elizabeth Liz Johnston's secret hatred of being a little person is believed by many program viewers. Is Anna going to do the same thing she did? It appears like Trent, Amber, and Liz have quit following Anna on Instagram, according to 7 Little Johnston's admirers. Moreover, she appears not to be following them either. Because her devoted fan base celebrates her victories, it would be tragic if they all broke up. Her adopted daughter from Russia and Amber are always at odds, and Amber is frequently accused of showing favoritism. Despite this, she went out and bought a house for herself, and her admirers perceive her as an independent young woman. It appeared like Anna Johnston was easing into a new relationship recently. Darius Anderson, who she joked about calling him baby daddy, was her boyfriend. The fact that he got along famously with Anna was observed by her admirers. Some TLC viewers assume that Amber and Trent may disapprove of their relationship because he is a person of color. Could that be the reason Anna declines an invitation, particularly if she has a strained relationship with the person? The potential new beau of the TLC star is of average build. What does that imply about her developing an issue with her diminutive stature? Anna appears to have no plans to attend the Little People of America's National Conference, which is scheduled for July. She broke the news through her Instagram stories, which went viral on Reddit. "Unfortunately, no, I won't be going." Anna Johnston responded to the question, "Will I see you in 6 weeks?" in a way that made an OP wonder. What did they write? Ask Anna anything. In an Instagram story Q&A, Anna was asked if she would be seeing someone in 6 weeks. She replied with a sorrowful no. "Unfortunately, I won't be going." I take it that she won't be attending their annual Tiny People's Conference then? Perhaps you're correct, and she isn't currently able to see her relatives. Not everyone visits every year. But the 7 Little Johnstons fans who participated in the conversation brought up the fact that Anna might have problems due to her dwarfism. I have the following thoughts. Personally, I don't think this means much. I believe Anna and Liz skipped a year due to work commitments. Plus, I think Jonah got away with it once or twice before. She may not be able to afford it, or obtain the necessary time off from work to go. Remember that she just bought a property and is handling everything by herself. Her family isn't exactly rocking her boat right now, in my opinion. It is my sincere wish that Anna is well supported by her friends and boyfriend. Anna Johnston addressed her dwarfism in the same Q&A, yet it appears there is no issue with her doing so based on the Reddit debate. A follower inquired, "What is the hardest thing about being a little person?" On an additional slide, "I'm accepting that I am," was the TLC star's response. The 7 not only does Little Johnston face challenges related to his diminutive stature, but so do many other little people. It was Matt Roloff's sincere desire for his son Zach to meet girls who were dwarfs. On the other hand, he stated his disinterest in them on Little People, Big World. Anna Johnston is a star on TLC. What do you think of her? Does her inability to embrace her dwarfism make you doubt she will go to the LPA National Conference? On the other hand, is it possible that she would miss it due to her job or conflicts with her parents? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. 7 Little Johnstons, Anna's new BF, gave her the courage to break away? Many viewers of the Little Johnstons have wondered why Anna Johnston has been treated so badly by her family, and this mystery has kept them talking. Still, many viewers believe that her new lover was the catalyst that finally allowed her to leave her family and cease the destructive cycles they had witnessed for so long. Everywhere you go, in online forums and comment sections, admirers of 7 Little Johnstons are gushing about Anna Johnston. Fans have nothing but praise for Anna and wish her the best of luck, regardless of how much they may complain about the show or a dull plot. A number of 7 Little Johnstons viewers have even voiced their opinion that Anna Johnston deserves her own spin-off series on TLC. In addition to allowing Anna a platform to demonstrate her life, it would also eliminate situations involving Amber and Trent Johnston, which are explicit. It would be beneficial for both Anna and the viewers in this case. Fans of the Little Johnstons have been vocal about Anna Johnston's terrible treatment by her family for a long time. All the way down to the youngest siblings, that mistreatment has trickled down, and viewers despise seeing it, particularly because of how much they love Anna. A number of Anna's relatives have deleted her from their social media accounts, as 7 Little Johnstons admirers have recently noted. Including her older sister, Emma Johnston poked fun at her admirers by urging them to stop bringing up a certain person in her posts. Attention 7 Little Johnstons viewers. Anna Johnston is making great strides toward a full existence. She is the proud owner of her own home, business, and college degree. It would appear that her romantic life is also flourishing, given the most recent developments. People who watch the show think that the already tense family dynamic got even worse because of Anna's new boyfriend. On the flip side, there are many who believe that Anna's revelation of her boyfriend has finally set her free from her family, and they cheer for her as she takes the next step toward independence. Anna has been mum about her boyfriend's identity in her social media posts, but it doesn't seem to be stopping them from enjoying date evenings. Even Anna's tattoo progress has been documented recently. Many fans of the 7 Little Johnstons are pleased to see that she is completely embracing her role as the defiant sister in her family. According to a recent comment from a fan, she followed the beat to her own drum. "Anna is my fave out of all of them," another person commented. Independently, she is capable of handling her own needs, isn't interested in having a and to interfere with her life. Their lack of display of affection for her is evident at all times, in the spotlight at all times. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.